Yo, welcome in everyone. Hello, hello. Murder Mayhem, welcome in with the follow. Thank you. Welcome TMR, welcome Raika Nagish. Hello. I just want to request bookmarks. Okay. Let me set up the matches. I need to get the hashtag. The schedule is not updated. Can I do that quickly? 1 second. That's why I hate such commands. Um, okay. Nope. YouTube. Yeah. I trust you. Okay. Good. Should be it. Who won the first match? I have no idea because I haven't streamed that. Missed match again? No, I'm not allowed to stream that match. I, now. Oh my goodness. Okay, I can stream more Shifters Cup or Shifters Cup next time. Perfect. I need to respond to him. Let's go. But yeah, we will see. Okay, so I got accepted. Perfect. War has started already. That's good. Let's make a prediction. I hope you're doing well, everyone. Okay, 50 minutes. Yeah, should be roughly okay. Hello, Dragon Slam. Oh, Mr. Legends streams. Yeah, you have to wait until I get a ticket, golden ticket for the World Championships. What's the average defense range in top 200 and top 1K? I have no idea because I can say, look at this. Wait, am I even in here? I'm not. Oh, I know why I'm not in here. I can show you this. Look at my trophies, guys. Look at my trophies. I have a good defense. I have a good defense. Oh, it feels so good to swag them. Not gonna lie. Unban me in Twitch. What is your username on Twitch and what was the reason why we banned you? Do you live on TikTok? No. Why is there ads on live stream? because it's, yeah. Master Uguay coming in with the £5 donation. Thank you very much. Will you be my Valentine? To be honest, I don't know what Valentine exactly means. So, yeah. The team. Black Esports is currently in CCN. Let me see which rank they are. They are not listed, so probably not a good. Like they're not in the community. That's what I would say. Okay. Boah, Junge, kommt mit dem Raid rein. Change stats. Yeah, I'm currently working on it. I just need to get the hashtag. Give me Black Esports. Copy. Paste. Perfect. Now I need the logo, which is should be Puxas Cup. Yes, okay. Welcome in. Kein Deutscher sonst online. Viel Spaß euch. Schön mit Werfer 320 geholt. GG. Spielst du Messwerfer? Ah, danke dir nochmal für den Raid. Kuss geht raus. Mr. Simple and Chill Fluid, welcome in. Thanks for the follows. Gestern einfach 240 und heute ging alles durch, einfach irgendwie. Krass. Krass. Ja, GG, aber. Why did you leave Legends? Because I want to play esports. And Legends alone is. I don't know, I don't like to practice in Legends. That's basically what I'm saying, or trying to say. You're so single you don't know what Valentine is. It's like obviously for the Valentine's Day, but yeah. It's been asked a million times to join, but you saw Judo's suggestions yet? I have watched it, yeah. Those were some interesting suggestions. I mean, if you want, we could react on it. Or like watch it together at the end of after both matches. Danke, danke, viel Spaß. Danke, danke, zurück. Is Black Esports a newly formed team or an old team who changed name? I don't know. Like, just from the logo and the name, I do believe I played myself already against them or saw them a couple of matches playing. But I don't know how good they are. So if I'm... This one has like 190 best finished. 382 in Legends. 160. 278. So all of them, 112. All of them know how to play the game, basically, right? Ein Match ist wirklich erst um 22 Uhr? Nee, um 21 Uhr. Wie kommst du nur auf 22 Uhr? Nathan. Reacting to it would be nice. Okay. By the way, guys, Night of Seven Kingdoms episode 4 came out early this week. Okay. Right. They picked already the bases. Interesting. After 2,5 Minutes. Also wenn du auf meinem Discord-Server bist, da siehst du das eigentlich. Da wird das automatisch über einen Bot wird da der Match Schedule, heißt der Channel, geupdatet. Und da steht auch deine lokale Zeit drin. We have 9 minutes to start. That's true. Yeah. No, not 9 minutes. 4.5 more minutes. Yo, Sneaky coming in with the 20 stream series. That's crazy. That's crazy. OP, OP, OP. Okay, I did set everything up, right? Yeah, I did. Okay, good. Sounds good. Do I have... No, I don't. Okay, perfect. Can close this. Okay. Trottel war beim Streamplan bei dir. Aber selbst da steht doch noch nicht mal was mit 22 Uhr. But guys, I will probably update the schedule for tomorrow. It could be tomorrow like 5 or 6 wars, depending on how my mood is. No, but I got access to, I got accepted to streaming the Shifters Cup, where like a lot of good matches are currently, because it's double elimination, top 16 teams. So yeah, there are going to be played a lot of matches this weekend, and I think I will stream tomorrow, like at least 4 hours probably, and then on Sunday 2 or 3 as well. Do you know about Mother of All Deals? No. Which team do you rate highly? Like for this match specifically, ZOOS is definitely the favorite. But we will see. I mean, for every match, everything can happen, right? You're not doing Legend? No, I'm not doing Legend at all. Kurz bei COC Style im Stream und dann bei dir geschaut und das falsch. Okay. Hat er irgendwas für 22 Uhr stehen oder was? When and where can we get to see you play in esports? If you're on my Discord server, you see when we play the next match, which is today in 4 hours from now. But I don't know the streamers. Maybe I could theoretically probably add streamers as well into it. I don't know if it's possible with the link to like to get the direct link towards the streamer, but maybe I can set the bot up to it. We will see. Just got popcorn ready no matter how long the stream is. Yeah, today will be only 2 hours. Plus the reaction on Judo's Love video. Why was the name Queen Walkers to ZOOS? Queen Walkers was their name when they didn't have a sponsor, and now they have a sponsor, which is ZOOS, and that's why they changed their name. Leonard Euler versus Karl Friedrich Gauss, which one you're picking? I don't care, to be honest. Both were good, great mathematician. What is it called? Mathematics? No. Mathematicians. That's what I was searching for. What's the best Town 13 take strategy as per your opinion? Probably something with witches, like super witches, I guess. Or Lalo, I guess. Yeah. No, no, not math. Mathematicians. Alright. We have our. I need to close the prediction. We have our first attack going in. And we see RH coming in with the Flame Flinger. Nicely sniping out the mortar. Flame Flinger getting at least 2 key defenses. Warlock on the right. And it seems like he wants to go with the Super Bowlers, I would assume, in towards, in towards the Town Hall. That's why you Warwick there and already placed the jump. The jump is like over 2 minutes there, so he can take his time. And yeah, Warlock without the jelly. Probably wanting to get the Expo and then pulling the Warden. I don't know, let's see if the Longshot will be taking the Warden. Maybe after the pull, we will see. Trying to funnel there on the bottom. Not ideal, setting the Baby Dragon in towards the air defense. Nice Ice Golem. Freezing the World Champion there on the outside. The King is going inside with everything else. The Flame Flinger set up a good funnel. I do like the setup so far. He needs to be careful with the... Yeah, popping the Warn ability early now to protect the Queen ability. The Ricochet Cannon is still locked onto the Queen. It's now going down. The Skeleton Spells, they're pretty good. Flame Flinger gets now opened. He still hasn't deployed his World Champion with the Rocket Spear on her. It is a bit unfortunate that the King doesn't open at least the Bomb Wave compartment. We will see how that goes. World Champion now from the top side. Can the Queen get the Monolith? Yes, she can. The Warden wanting to get sniped again. And I think the Bagon is too strong. The Queen will get the Fire Spitter, but the World Champion will probably die when she fights the King, I guess. But yeah, nice try. I like the setup, but just everything died in the core. Probably because the Bomb Pipe and the Fire Spitters are both, or did both hit the Smash Tubes in the core. And the Warden ability with the Eternal Tome was not enough there. It doesn't stand that much, but it's like a Yeti or so, and it would get like 8% or so more. Now it's quite low, it's probably around roughly 80%. Not the greatest percentage to start, but it's at least a 2-star. Ist ZOOS nicht das neue Navi? Ja, genau. Discord advice says ZOOS unable to invite? Really? Huh? Let me check that. Try this one. Why did it change over the time? Normally it doesn't change. Somebody changed that something. I need to set that up in the bot as well. Discord. Where is it? Here. Alright, Yatta is in for ZOOS. Coming in with Fireball Meter Golems. The Giant Gauntlet and the Ragefire on the King. Instant Fireball, getting the whole compartment. He lost already one healer, I think. At least one. Deploying the Earthquakes towards the back end. Because the one will snipe the Ricochet Cannon either way. That's a great Fireball value, by the way. I don't know why you give so much value there, but I guess we will see. I guess they know what they are expecting, because obviously he found already some seeking air mines. Now he's going to pull the Warden with the Queen and the Meteor Golems in towards the Town Hall. The entry looks quite clean, but it looks completely baited. Like, he found so many traps already. Maybe with throwers because of all the what's it called? Spring traps. But we will see. He already wallbreaked at the ball, like at the right side here. There will probably come his king inside, pulling the poison, getting the world champion out, and getting a lot of defenses out of the way, tanking a lot of damage. Exactly. The ice golem is okay. Yeah, the king already took a lot of damage. Not ideal. But the king pulls the poison. The fox is now dead on the world champion. He's the bounce from the king. Holy. Yeah, that's a good value. He still has an overgrowth left. The whole Tesla farm is on the back end. We will see how the troops will go through the compartments. Like, the world champion maybe dies. Maybe. Or maybe he protects her. He protects her, okay. It's just a matter of time, I would say. He has, I believe, enough power because he has like 3 spells left. Question now is time. I mean, he still giant a lot of Meteor Golems and the Warden, which obviously helps a lot with the time. But yeah, this looks pretty crushed to me. This looks pretty crushed. The only question, yeah, probably, I like those buildings on the bottom where will probably be like, no, not even, like the queen is even going on the outside, so yeah, this is a complete overkill. Like 3.5 Meteor Golems still alive. He started with 4, probably wanted the troop launcher, so he didn't lose too much troops. GG. And the swag invisibility spell on the Town Hall. Hydrate. Okay, I will hydrate. Sure. And hydrate. Kami Cap is going in, and we see Dragon Riders. Interestingly enough, already the 3rd different strategy. Like, we saw some Super Bowlers, some Meteor Golems, and now Dragon Riders with the instant world champion ability and the skeleton spell. The Tesla farm obviously hurts a bit for his world champion ability because each Tesla takes 2 spears to take out. So he doesn't get that much value from the world champion ability. Queen of the siege barracks on the bottom. And he will, I think, just, yeah, try to push through straight to the core with the, what is it called? Dragon Riders. And they took already a lot of damage, like the poison and stuff and some air bombs. And he will go directly between 2 fire spitters. Okay, and the bomb have now overgrowth. It's an interesting overgrowth because now everything could split. He already lost some Dragon Riders, which is not ideal. The minion principality is, I think it was force, but not ideal either. He doesn't have any troop or hero basically left except cleanup. So we will see how that goes through. He pulled the ice golems, which is not ideal. Like in dragon attacks, you don't want to pull the clan castle with some ground troops just because dragons are pretty bad against ice golems when they need to fight it when they are on the whole damage. And that means that this attack falls as well short, and it's not the highest percentage as well. Like, just like the attack before, the first attack from Black Esports. But yeah, they are currently struggling a lot against the bases from ZOOS. Are we doing the push-up thing for every miss? Probably not. Just because now I have the option that you can buy it with like points. Why Navi changed their name? Because they changed the organizations. Let me get my... Oh. You will get it up to 89%, which is not too bad. But just seeing that like 6 key defenses are still alive and 2 heroes, a bit rough. You make one Loot Rider guide for turn 18. I pre-recorded now, I don't know, 7, 8 videos already? Maybe 10? I don't know, roughly about that. And they will just come out, and I have there only one small guide. Imagine if Navi sponsoring RPG, it was so confusing to explain. Maybe we are in talks with Navi, who knows? Moin Seshan. And Esports not normal Root Rider. Yeah. I mean, the longshot basically does all the splash damage on them, so it's not that easy to play them. Scope's coming in with the follow and Chogoku a couple of minutes ago as well. Thank you. Welcome in. Well, they're writing so many messages, that's crazy. Alright, Ryuta is in, the new addition to the ZOOS roster. He played last year in KB Esports, switched the places basically with Klaus. Klaus is now in KB Esports. And we will see some E-Dragons here. I guess the Flame Flinger on the left, yeah, for 3 air targeting defenses is pretty good. Like, I feel like the bases from Black Esports are not that ideal, and Navi abuses, well, no, not Navi, ZOOS. ZOOS abuses it quite good currently. So let's see. You'll probably play all the Electro Dragons either like on the left or the right and towards the monolith behind one Fire Spitter. Yeah. Okay. Oh, 2 E-Dragons with the Rage for the monolith and the multi to set the funnel. Oh, those bounces. And now he gets the air defense with the bounce. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Nice. Does he get the Fire Spitter? Yes, he does. Oh goodness. Those 2 E-Dragons had some crazy value. I mean, somehow they expected the right strategy on the base. And now he's going interestingly from the top with the E-Dragons. Why did I say that? Because he has a mass Archer CC and you only do that against E-Dragons. Or if you're expecting throwers without a poison. But every thrower attack has a poison, so... Yeah, I mean the bounces from the E-Dragons look pretty insane. In the core they are okay-ish. But there's just, yeah, the base is just gone. The setup with the Flame Flinger and the 2 E-Dragons on the bottom was just too crazy. Like, he still has 3 totems. Or now only 2. Free spell and the minion principality. And like, 3 more E-Dragons are on the left. And yeah, he can basically swag the minion principality. He doesn't need anything. Nice base identification. Those E-Dragons crushed them. Crazy. Yo, Zeshan coming in with the 15 stream series, OP. As name chain in Pro Esports Prior, you have to spend kidney for it. If they're like big orgs, they change it normally. Like, you have to request it, obviously, right? It's not that simple. I won't scout any base. No. I can show you here this one. Hello Mahedi, welcome in. The ZOOS fan himself. You're like an analyst as well for like ZOOS this year again, right? A guide on eDrex also. I already recorded a video with eDragons, so you will be surprised. Alright, the quiz is in. For Black Esports, let's see if he can get the first triple. And tries to swing the war back. 3 invis, fireball instant, onto the mortar and the monolith. Oh, he doesn't get the revenge tower, rip. The warden is locked onto the X-bows, or like by the X-bows, and so the healers won't switch from the warden for now. But it doesn't really matter that much just because the queen doesn't get any damage. The X-bows deals so much damage on the warden, it's crazy. He's slowly getting healed up, I believe, as long as he doesn't move. Okay, now he's getting healed up. Yeah, but the revenge tower staying up is not ideal. So let's see. Does he have a recall? No. He will go from this side with him, the meteor bombs. And then the revenge towers on the back end. Like the last building basically. Very interesting overgrowth. Very early as well. I don't know if I like that. We will see. Meteor Golem is going in. Probably the king on the outside in a couple of seconds. No, he has the giant gauntlet as well on the king. Interesting. Where does he want to play as king? Probably on the bottom, right? The lock launcher didn't open the wall towards the town hall, which is not ideal. And just seeing that the healers are staying on the wall just because of this one builder hut, which he didn't get with the fireball, makes me a bit sad. Okay, king going in on the bottom with the world champion. World champion angled towards the revenge tower now, obviously. But he will pop his ability. He needs to get the second star, guys. Okay, the queen will take down the the queen will take down the long shot, and the meteor guns won't have any damage in the core, like at the tower compartment. The world champion won't get the core, right? I mean, it's quite close, I would say. Baron's on the bottom. Oh no, he whipped his wizard there. It's close, it's getting close, but the king has so much hit points on the back, and we will see how that makes a difference. Can the world champion get the super wizard tower? That would be clutch. She can, yeah. It will be a time fair or triple. Like, the queen can theoretically reach everything. She just needs to get towards this. I think it's a time fair. Towards, yeah. If he has one of his wizards there, then it's triple. Rip. Nice try. Even though he played the meteor guns without the healers, close one. Wait, what is now? I don't know. Which engineering course are you studying with? I won't say that. Or did you mean Sony Q? I feel 2018 is so boring. I'm watching esports from 2020 this year. I'm finding no interest in esports matches. Interesting. Alright, Gaku is going in. Oh, goodness. No! Does somebody recognize this base, guys? Does somebody recognize this base? He's sniping out the air defense at the top. I wants to play a flame flinger there. But the bomb hive, haha, the bomb hive is covering most of it. Oh, maybe not. Okay. He's going in with the... Oh, holy, he's finding so many traps. Holy, they are like all the traps. Finding all the complete red mine farm as well. Holy traps. Like he blocked so many red seeking air mines with the warn ability, but still, he has like the Dragon Riders lost already some hit, like a lot of hit points. The mini prince ability getting forced now. And he has an overgrowth, but there's the revenge tower on the back end. So we will see. He will get the town hall. The king now trying to get towards the multi to pull the poison as well. Overgrowthing now the revenge tower on the back end. And the minion prince is down. And this is a... Like he has still 5 totems, but I think he cannot pull through that, yeah. And if you're wondering why I said, do you know this base? It was my base. Well, it is my base, which I built on Toner 18, like my first Toner 18 base. I did make a YouTube video about it as well, where I built it. And it's defending Gaku, guys. It's defending Gaku. But I must say, those weren't my traps, so obviously finding all the traps there early on was not ideal for him. Lazzo FPS coming in with the follow, welcome in. Is it the lowest percentage chooser in this one? I don't know. But I like what I see from my base. I didn't quite get the plan, to be honest. Like, yeah, roughly, but not really. With the Revenge Tower back in at both, like, Super Wizard Towers and the Builder Huts. But yeah. So many people using Giant Gauntlet Ragefire now. Yeah, probably because they're expecting the new equipment. Like, it's already in the game with the new challenge, right? And they want to see or test it out already, basically. This was the first base I ever used when I went Legend. How did it perform for you, Winnies? Which teams you played before RPG? Inquisition? Yes, basically Inquisition. And before that, Escalator Esports, but that was like my very, very first team. I basically had like 3 teams. Escalator Esports, then after a couple, 3 or 4 months Inquisition for a year, and then basically RPG, Synchronic, whatever. Alright. And no, okay, this wasn't the lowest attack, but Gamosino is in for Black Esports. And he's playing Fireball Meter Golems as well. Classic equipments. It's crazy, right? 7 epic equipments. Only the Rage Gem. And he will probably... Oh, he has to be careful with the Warden there. And the Sneezy. Like, he will get hit from it. Yeah. He wants to play the Fireball on the event. Oh my god, what did he do? No! He wanted to play the Fireball on the... No. Yeah, the one just died from the Bomb Hive. And now he's going in Farsight. I am scared. I am so scared. Poison throwing all the heroes, the Fire Splitters, the Revenge Tower, shooting at the Meteor Columns. The Overgrowth won't do anything because the troops can still walk towards the right. The healers are gone. And the World Champion won't get the Town Hall itself, so he has to rely on the King, the Queen, or the Meteor Golems. And I currently don't see how he gets the second star. Because he cannot open the wall for the Queen to get the Town Hall. And the Meteor Golems are not going towards the Town Hall. And with a flanking Revenge Tower, this is not looking well. Like, it wouldn't have, the Fireball wouldn't have made a difference if he gets to on the Tesla here. But it did go on the outside Tesla, so the Fireball was basically useless. Yeah, just be careful if you're planning your attacks that you look out for the Bomb Hive range, because he didn't do it. Rip the dream. That's a ZOOS turret. Oh no. Oh no. Come on, please get 1 star. He cannot deploy anything here because of the Builder Hut. He gets... Yeah, he cannot... Like, probably the best choice he has is like the 2 loons trying to get the Archer Tower there. Why does he drop a loon there? Yeah, hero doesn't get the 2 star. Whip the dream. That is very unfortunate. And that basically means ZOOS Esports just has to get a 2 star now, and they already won the war. We are pretty join these kind of tourneys. We are playing not every single one of them, but we will play today in 3.5 hours roughly. Yeah. Yeah. But I won't stream that. You have to, like, when I play matches or RPG, then nobody from us will stream the match. Yo, Professor Cyrus coming in with a 10 stream series. OP. Another Thor is getting nerfed. I have no idea. That only knows Supercell. Alright, Kazuma's in. And we see another Meteor Golem attack with the Fireball. Classic equipment again. Again, the 7 epic equipment and the Rage Gem combination. Pretty popular. The Fireball somewhere towards the... Like, I think he wants to play an instant Fireball just because... Like, very early Fireball. Just because he has the Unicorn on the Warden. I could imagine on the Poison, this is a great target. Yeah. I would have... I was, like, not sure if the Fireball would go there, but he gets good value, good pathing. Like, he gets the Clan Castle, the Bomb Hive he got, Multi-Inferno, Expo, Scattershot. Was it another thing? Probably the other Expo as well. No, not the other Expo, but yeah, very good value. And now he's going in Farsight to get early in towards the Revenge Tower, because obviously it's not charged up fully yet. I would love to see his Skeleton spell, but he doesn't play it. I'm like... I would assume that Kazuma knows this theoretically, but apparently not. Can just block the revenge tower with the totem, basically. Yes, he does that. I don't know when he wants to start. Okay, the lock launcher interesting from this position. I'm a bit scared about the revenge tower. I don't know why he's playing it like that. Lock launcher was very late, and everything is now walking around the revenge tower, and he doesn't have anything to take that down. Oh my goodness. Now the Midagos are going towards the revenge tower. The king is doing a good job on the outside, the Royal Champion walking into the bombs. Not finding every single bomb, that's why the fox is still alive. Headhunter on the minion prince is nice. He still has a lot of power on left, obviously, right? Because the fireball was so good. And yeah, this looks to me still pretty crushed, I would say. The fox is now dead. He freezes for the queen, but he misses the Royal Champion. Execution-wise, it is not the cleanest hit. But he should have enough, because the opener was just too good. Yeah, and the media dragons can't die. He still has his king ability left, but that's a triple for sure. Where can we watch your match then? You know, any streamer? If you just go on... Okay, on YouTube it's probably a bit harder. But theoretically on Twitch, there are like streamers who stream basically every single match. Styler is streaming a lot of the matches. And basically whenever some kind of team from the top 10 will play, it will always be streamed on Twitch. On YouTube, I'm not so sure. Today's the Iron stream first time. Yeah, he started, I think, with the Team Electros match. I wanted to stream that as well, but I did get the response to it a little bit too late. What are your thoughts on the stick horse equipment coming in 3 days? I haven't tried it out yet, so it's probably the better wage var, but we will see. Obviously, you have to yeah, control your king quite well to make it work. Tomorrow I'm going for 20 stream 6. OP. Does the last attacker from Black Esports go in? Normally it's plus minus 30 seconds. So theoretically he would... Okay. I guess they won't report it because they have already won. But again, classically, like everyone is using this equipment combination. That's crazy. Does he have everything maxed? Yeah, right. Yeah, he does. Okay. So Fireball meter goes again. Seems like both teams love the strategies. And instant Fireball. Onto the multi, getting 4 key defenses, sets up good pathing. He can take... If you just please be patient. If he's be patient, he can just take down the heroes with the warden, and then he has a way clearer entry. Just because heroes can always pull some troops into a weird direction. Okay, the one is going... Okay, yeah. Perfect. Waiting a lot, like... some time to get the warden clearing out the king, the enemy king. Meter goes with the lock launcher and the queen going in towards the back end of the... into the fire spitter compartment. King now on the outside with the World Champion. They're finding already a lot of Teslas, so I would assume probably that there are a lot of bombs in this compartment as well, just because how it looks. But we will see. Yeah, there is already one bomb, and the fox is now dead. Exactly. The queen is getting forced to ability by the long shot. Tornado trap found by the World Champion, already popping the ability there. And the World Champion is dead. Rip. Yeah, finding all the bombs, like the whole compartment is completely trapped. He didn't open all the wards, like he did open the wards towards the tower with the lock launcher, but doesn't have like anything for the back end. Using the overgrowth now on the revenge tower. The warden is getting sniped by the minion prince a little bit too late totem. He's like half of a second too late with the like almost every interaction there is, and that's why it's falling quite a lot short. Like the queen will get towards the other builder hut here, and then it's like okay towards the scatter maybe now. But this is a low percentage as well. A 0-star, yes, a 0-star. Whipping the fireball. He played the classic word fireball, you know. Welcome in, word. Is this an open cup? There's no way they are pros. This is a community tournament. So, like, they are not a registered team on CCN. Doesn't have to mean anything, but most of the time it means that they are not that experienced and just play for fun. Can stars get the 14 stars? What a nice word. Yeah, you know what I want to say. Word game. We will see. Like, just looking at the base, there's not that much air damage in the core. That's why we probably place a strategy as well. The air defense is on the outside getting sniped as well. I'm a bit skeptical about the quality of the bases from Black Esports, just because all the air damage is basically on the outside, can get sniped very easily. The world champion will take down the enemy queen and then probably the multi-archer tower as well. I think he should get it. Maybe not. He could theoretically snipe quite quickly out the air defenses there, and then he doesn't have too much air damage if he goes from the bottom with the Dragon Riders and stuff in towards the base. Yeah, this is exactly what he's doing. Alright, Siege Barracks and Queen on the right, trying to funnel all these things into the core. Like here as well, the defense is on the outside, the Queen can reach them. So he definitely has a clear pathing for the Electro Dragons, for the Dragon Riders in towards the core. That would have been the case if this Gold Sword would have been like the Expo or so. But going between two multi-infernos is not ideal. We will see how that goes through. Mini Prince ability to get the back and Fire Spitter. One ability healing up everything against the multis. He still has an overgrowth left, probably on the top monolith with the multi. We will see how that... Maybe, yeah, on the Fire Spitter as well. Some dragons with the Dragon Riders getting everything on the left. The Rocket Loons to snipe out the air defense. The Queen took out the other air defense, and then basically there's no air targeting defense anymore on the base, and this looks like it should be a triple if he uses his spells correctly. The Queen will get the multi. The Queen won't get the monolith, but another skeleton spell should tank the monolith forever. Yes. And that's a triple, and that means... Yeah, Gagu was the one who messed up the perfect war. GG. Alright. Nice try, Black Esports. But yeah, this was a bit rip. They're writing so many messages. Crazy. If you do a giant stick jelly horse charge, it can clear out a section with the spells invested probably. How do you want to heal up your king? Bowmanize, welcome in, thanks for the follow. Prediction payout, that's true. ZOOS Esports 1. Right, yes. Right, I can do the next prediction. Some mod here. Some moderator. Haven't seen anyone yet in the chat. Right, search clans. What is this? Guys. Okay, so we have RNG X TPM versus CUBA Sports. You have 20 minutes, I guess. Yeah, should be enough. Wait, it's already is it already started? I can't start it. Oh, that's why. Because there was no question. Okay, perfect. Any more match? Yes, we're having another match. Let me. Okay, so we have now Placebo Cup coming in. This is this one. I will quickly send a message here. Media, chat. Another thing as well. Required builder base league. Okay, let's see if we're getting accepted. I hope so. Right. Try the new equipment challenge, bro. I think it's not up OP, but Kia is kinda. Can you show the players? I'm not in the clan. I can't show the players yet. Which cup are you playing today? Shifters Cup. For Momentum Shifters. Okay, so I can. I can. Okay. Do the challenge. I don't know how to take it down. Like I've seen judo. I think judo's explanation was the simplest one. Let's see. Judo's love. Okay, let me quickly watch that.
Easily 3-star.
Yeah. Okay. So. Places it at the top towards the scatter shot. Taking out the Valkyrie, healers and stuff. Okay, so top, then towards the Towner and the core. taking everything out. Interesting. And then he will probably go towards the right. Yeah. Okay, then he just walks around the base, right? We can do this, guys. Yeah, we can do this. We can do this. Both opponent can't even do hero dive. Like, the getting the healers early was not ideal. Okay, nice. No, get me the ice golem, please. Thank you. Nice. Hey, why is the world champion of it? Thank you. Okay, perfect. Not looking too bad. Now, give me this. I'm too early. I don't know where to use the spiky ball, but we will see. And time is your match. In 3 hours from now on. Yeah. Okay, so we would... Come on, go quicker. Do it. Okay, nice. Oh, come on. Okay, perfect. Nice. Going there, perfect, perfect. Let's see. Oh, I didn't get the healers there in the core, which is... I guess. Get this out first. Okay, not looking too bad. I don't know where to put the spiky ball, but we will see. I don't know, maybe now. Maybe that works. I think we have it. Nope, come on. I'm waiting a bit for the troops to arrive, and then, come on, we'll just spawn some skeletons. Okay. Perfect, let's go. That's how you do it. OP. Is it really level 11? That's true. OP. Nico coming in with the follow. Welcome in. Thank you very much. Let me get to my other account. I did got accepted. Perfect. Let's go. See you next stream. Alright, bye bye. Thanks for stopping by. Can my COC account get locked if I use Nard's Clash? What is Nard's Clash? Why do you have this much account to hold clans? That's the simple reason. Okay, so the lineup. I need to get this one and change the statistic as well. lineup. We have, second, get the link. Thanks, Archer, by the way. I appreciate that. We are in CUBA, right? Okay, so I will get the CUBA link. Hello? Copied it. Thank you. Perfect. Alright. I won't leak any bases, guys. And I won't leak any CC troops. I learned my lessons. I learned my lessons. And I can't leak the chat as well if I don't click on this I understand button. So... Okay, so we have Dark on top, Maravi, Kashi, Crashy, Danny, and Tornado. I haven't... Who's Tornado? I haven't seen him. Seen the name change? 26 in the world, best finish. That's crazy. I haven't heard of them. And on the other side, we have Doye, we have Juan Cho, we have Santiago, Rami07, and Bunch. Both teams are, I think, let me quickly check the waiting from CCN. Will you and General X make a video so stream together? We will see, probably after we qualified for Worlds. Currently, our focus shifted. So, they are... Okay, no, RNG is currently ranked 14 based off the CCN rating, and CUBA Esports rate number or place 69. So yeah, but we will see. Hello, Thiago. Welcome in. It's ITP Black. Okay, yeah, I guess. Makes sense, Jochem. Are you the Jochem from... Oh, which team are you playing on? Are you the Jochem? You are playing on... Enosis. So what's that? So what says I think doesn't exist anymore. CUBA Esports got sponsor? I have no idea. Hello Lockstick, how are you doing? I'm doing well, I hope you do too. As I only know one Joachim in the scene, yes it's me. Okay. Good, I in. And to answer the question, why do I have so many accounts? Most of the accounts are just to hold some clans. So for example, the Kieselstein account, I'm having to hold the clan here in TGG. And other accounts are like holding different clans. That's basically it. That's like that I can accept myself and stuff, right? Yeah. It's just how it is. Lebenstein is, for example, holding the reported clan. Oh, that was the wrong count. What does TGG stand for? Titan Global Gaming. The name was never changed. But it was the esports clan for like very old times when Mark played with Kami and other people there. It was like a couple, like, a ton of 14, 13 maybe? I don't know. Is Philip in TGG the same Philip from RPG? But please write Philip White. I won't answer this question as long as Philip is not written right. All your accounts are named after Noah. They are not. They are basically named after like My name is Einstein. And Stein, how it's pronounced in Germany, is like a stone. And I just changed basically the word in front of it and just exchanged that. That's why I have all the names. And Einstein basically means one stone if you translate it in English. Do you know about FWA clients? Do took my name, made a video. Well, I've seen that video, yeah, but I didn't know that. No. Are you? What is IGL by Peaks? Peakies. Moin Kekse. Quick question: how can I get into the Clash of Clans Championship or anything? What did you do by playing this high level? Practice. Um, you just have to start somewhere in some kind of small team, and then you just have to work your way up. In-game leader. Are you in-game leader of RPG? Like my Lebenstein-Account? Yes. Dann sagst du, kommst Words Announce. Ich habe auf Twitter ja einen Twitter-Post dazu gemacht. Ich habe ja irgendwie predicted, ich glaube 21. Februar oder sowas. Ja, habe ich. Because it was a requirement to have a last name, and most Jewish just named it after something they lived next to, like stone or mountain. Interesting. I didn't knew that. But you can always interpret something into some name. That's just how it is. What time is the first attack? At 37-minute mark, so in roughly 4 minutes and 40 seconds from now. How's the weather in Germany? Cold, many clouds, so there's not much sun coming through, but yeah. Just taking some vitamin D. Is it pills in English? I guess. Are you really Einstein? No. But I'm the Einstein in Clash of Clans. I remind you to close prediction at 30 minutes mark then. Yeah. It's basically, yeah, like it's 30 seconds then only going. But yeah. Any changes from your team for this World Championship? Compared to last year, we have Leo and Emir not anymore on the team, but for that, Darkstar and Max. And as a base builder, we have Ghost as well. Das mit den vielen Clan-Holder ist mies nervig, ja, ja. Ja, das ist wohl wahr. Is it colder than in Estonia? We have -15 to -. No, 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 no. It's roughly like currently it's like near 0 degrees. Plus minus 5 or 10. Plus minus 5, I would say, currently. But yeah, like we haven't had -15 or -20 in Germany this year. Or like this winter. It's made up. Okay. Which city you living in? I want to have some privacy. Let's go and ticket in March. The last years it was always in April. In March was most of the time where it's warm up. But it hasn't been announced anything yet, so it's just speculation. Here in New Jersey we have -10. That's crazy, yeah. Like the winter is pretty strong. Do you say that? Like it's pretty cold. But I like this. I looked it up, you have. There is some tooth in it, yes. How to handle those isolated town halls? Play a lock launcher for it. Can you give us some tips on how to read the bases in this weird base meta? Uh, not really, because every base is different. It's not that simple. But you could watch some of my YouTube videos. Maybe that will help. For like Fiber Meter Golems, I made a guide. For Hydro, I made a guide. For Super Bowlers, for the Fireball usage. Are you able to tell me the tool you're using to show the stats in the bottom right corner? It's from the Competitive Clash network. But you have to pay for it. It's like basically a website where the stats are getting showed and automatically updated, and it's a browser source. Alright, Doye coming in with Zap Throwers. Interesting. He wants to one walk the Expo, like the scatter shot, and then walk with his media golems. I would assume towards. No, I don't know if he wants to walk towards the right or towards the left. We will see. We will see. He takes some time. He has the double gem on the Warden. King with the spike. Yeah. Otherwise, very classic equipment. I don't know if he has it like deliberately, but the Warden is like on his first slot, which is interesting. I personally don't like this. But I guess because he deploys his Warden first, he wants to have it there. Let's see. The Warden walks up to 1 minute already. So it could be issue with the time. Or the Warden switches. Oh my god. No, now 2 skeleton traps. He has to make some changes now. Playing the Queen in towards the scatter shot. Oh. He needs to work her out quickly. Or the Queen will probably pull all the healers and walk towards the right. We will see. Or maybe not. Okay, he's good. But I'm scared about the time, not gonna lie. Like, yeah, he opens the walls now for the throwers, but he plays his king on the side where his throwers are coming with the Void Champion as well. And he has like 1 minute 10 seconds left. The queen is probably going to ability soon. With the Revenge Tower on her. Everything is going on the outside. He didn't funnel at all. Like 4 throwers, I think, are going towards the town hall. Still his giant. But I don't see the troops coming in towards this top side in 50 seconds. But maybe I'm wrong, let's see. He has definitely the new king skin. The Wood Rider did open the wall from the lock launcher to for the one thrower, now dying. The queen is targeting the king, which is not ideal. He freezes. The Headhunter is very late. I don't know if that's going to be enough. I don't know why he used the wall breaker there. He could have just used the wall breaker to get something else open. But yeah, this is like, he has like 10 seconds left. It is probably a time fail. Nice try from him, but this setup was just too long. We tried to path in an L-shape, which should work on most base designs. Yeah. Macht ihr neue Trikots für dieses Jahr? Wir werden sehen. Wir werden sehen. Alright, Dark on top, coming in as well with throwers and with a complete spam. Interestingly enough, it's a common base. I think Philip used it from our team. Probably did tweak it a bit and was pretty successful. I don't like the fact that the gold storage is still standing, because that could pull the throwers out. The overgrowth very early, just for the bomber, because the fire splitters are not looking in that direction. I'm currently a bit confused. Yeah, now the throwers are going towards the... Are they coming back? Okay, they are coming back, which is nice for him. The Lavan in the defensive clan castle takes a lot of time for the throwers away. King is dying instantly. He didn't get anything. And the throwers are not even in the first compartment after over 1 minute. Nice. The world champion will die. The bomber is shooting constantly at the throwers, and he has to get somehow... Wait, where did he play? Like, how did this lock launcher open here? He made this huge slip up there. I don't know if he will get the tunnel. Like, it depends on where if the throwers are going up first or towards the bottom. If they go towards the bottom, then I could assume that this is a 1-star. Because he basically has only 1 spell left. And they will target the multi soon, and then the queen is on him, and the long shot will deal the damage. This doesn't look good. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What is that for totem? Could have placed the totem outside of the range of the expo and the ricochet cannon, but nope. He didn't want to do that. And now the thrower is with the warden on its own. Will the healers get sniped by the long shot? Not yet. Now the warden is getting targeted. Can the warden clutch it? That's the question. I mean, the warden can 1v1 the long shot. But the warden will probably go towards the ricochet cannon, then he will die in the ricochet cannon in the expo. The Towner is still full life. And even if the warden survives the ricochet cannon, which he doesn't have enough time. Yep. Did you ban my main idea? I didn't do anything. Maybe it's a timer only. I also put one on slot 1 for warden walk attacks, but that's just, for me, it's too confusing. If you play different strategies, you want always your heroes on the same spot. And if you don't have it, I don't know. How long the time? I have no idea. I just see that somebody moderated you. Messages. Oh, come on. Why is my mouse not working? Okay. Okay, we have Juan Zhou coming in. And this is probably the match where we see mass throwers all the time. Testing with some barbarians to try to Okay, set up the flame flinger, interestingly. I thought he wanted to start with his throwers there. But we will see. Like, he theoretically can just start his throwers in towards the bottom side. They can reach the tower, or they can reach the revenge tower, and then, yeah. That's exactly what he does. The long shot getting almost one shot from like 11 or 12 throwers. I don't know how much they are. The revenge tower doesn't do any damage. He has to be just careful with setting up the funnel. King and queen on the outside. Flame flinger didn't found any more traps. So that's good news for him. That's the one. Okay, yeah. The one random thrower on the revenge tower. But he doesn't get healed up again. So there are probably some throwers are coming back. World champion as well with the king and the queen on the outside. So there he has a lot of force there. Now the throwers are coming back. And they will walk again towards the core. He has to be careful with the healers. Oh, the healers are getting cooked. Not quite, okay. The king died. World champion popped the ability, now dying in the bomb hive with the dream. Monolith is standing with 1 HP. The throwers are somehow in a dead zone. The skeleton spell takes down the monolith clutchly. He has some more spells, but he just took. I don't know why he just didn't wallback here at the bottom. I'm a bit confused about that. Now the warden wants to die again. Oh my goodness, the warden. Such an idiot. Oh goodness. And yeah, this will probably be a time fail. He doesn't have anything to put the poison on the back end. And this is going to be a time fail. Pretty sure. One hour trying to die, yeah, that's crazy. Like, he has the same range for as the throwers, but still he has like half a tire maybe. But still he can just die. It's been 10 minutes. I asked. I don't know how much the timer is. Marabi is in. Going in with his throws from the bottom. I guess we will see a lot of throwers in this war. A lot of spring traps on the bottom as well. Oh my goodness, this is trapped, right? Yeah, like 4 throwers or so are already like flying away. The entry looks pretty OP, and that's why there are probably the spring traps on the outside. Did the tornado just... Oh my god, the tornado just jinxed the lock launcher. That's crazy. It was a crazy tornado trap. Like, it set the lock launcher to open up different walls. Not any wall at all. King and the queen going in on the outside again. Mass headhunters in the clan castle with the poison, annoying to deal with. Not any throwers in the core, which is unfortunate for him. Still has some druid and the world champion. The world champion going now delayed for the core. Why did he overgo the revenge tower there? The world champion could have gotten it. Just by investing like 1 totem into it. But it's still not looking too bad. Because he can tank with like a skeleton spell pretty good now. Okay, I guess that's a fine skeleton as well. With the World Champion ability, he can get the Revenge Tower. The Queen is still surviving somehow. I don't know how she did it. Unicorn is OP on her. And this looks like a triple, even though he didn't play it well. Rip. Rip the base. But yeah. I'm trying to bait it, but if the entry is too good, you can't do anything against it. One tile extra, but he can't decide where to stand, so he jumps walls for no reason. Yeah. Did Ball do his 10 push-ups already? Somebody claimed that? No, not at all. Nobody claimed it. Alright. Oh my goodness. No way. Guys, they are tied. Let's go. We have a match. They are tied on stars and percentage. OP. By peakies, you have a 24-hour timeout. Because he used some political language, words, whatever. You know what I'm referring to. Chuck is joining Esports too. Yeah, I know. He plays with Savage Sauce. When it's RPG playing the next match. If you join my Discord server, you have their channel for it. We are playing in 2.5 hours. Next attack should go live pretty soon. Hello. Okay, Bunch is in. Thank goodness, without throwers. We see a Fireball Media Golem attack with the Frostwake, interestingly. Let's see how I can make use of the Frostwake. Let's see. Wall walking the Fire Spitter there with the Furnace. Because he doesn't have a jelly on the Warden. The Furnace just helps if there are like skeleton traps or whatever. Furnace now getting targeted by the Mortar, but it's not that big of a problem. And I would assume he just... Okay, he rages even the Warden, interestingly. Doesn't want to waste any time. Oh, because he's playing the Fireball. Yeah, probably on the Revenge Tower, right? Does he have an ice? He doesn't have an ice block, okay. Oh, that was close. Oh, that was close. Oh. I'm quite surprised he didn't use a ice block spell for that. Fireball. But yeah. He got the Clan Castle. The Longshot is now getting skipped, which is not ideal for him. Now the Sneeze is getting sniped. Like, the Longshot could be very dangerous if he just snipes the healers from the... Okay, no, or the Warden. And he's just going through everything. The Longshot does nothing against the boogers. And then somebody said, or like the people said, the boogers are not OP. One Media Golem is now getting the Longshot, which is like perfect for him. Using the Frostwake now to protect and give the chance for his healers to heal up the Media Golems. the one meteor golem on the bottom, triggering the poison, so that the main group doesn't have to go through that. The world champion will probably die. Not yet. Spiky ball hitting a lot of defenses. That is good. Now the world champion is dead. The queen is still alive. But he has to get through the wards. Like, the meteor golems need to get the wards open quite quickly for the queen. Otherwise, it could be a time fail. He already warbreaked the queen, like, out of the compartment where, like, the poison was. Oh, not the poison, but the scatter shot and stuff. So, the one trying to die again. Yes. So, it's going to be very close. Depends on if the queen survives that. Oh my goodness. The queen is getting cooked. The multi is still standing. The healers are on the meteor golems. He doesn't have anything. Those 4 buildings are the last one. I think it's a time fail. Or maybe not even a time fail, it's a defense. Yeah. Nice try. Very risky fireball. Susie streams RPG match? Probably not. Susie's not streaming that late. Like, for most of the time. Flameflinger was forced. I think you want to use it after the overgrowth went out. Flameflinger? What do you mean? And it's on my Discord server. There's a channel for it, guys. Don't ask. A Frostflag. Yeah, Frostflag. Yeah. It's on my Discord server. There's a channel match schedule. It's automatically updated. So yeah. Alright, Dani is going in. Currently, if he triples, he could push CUBA Esports in towards the lead. He's using some meteor gunners with the recall charge on the queen. Doesn't even have the... Doesn't have max equipments. That's interesting. Like, he doesn't have the rocket spear or the electro boots or the queen equipment's maxed. And the snake bracelet as well. He did not play many wars, I would assume. Using the rage early so that the jelly gets like more value, the queen gets quicker and towards the base. The invis was probably not good. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Okay. Now he's using so many healers. Oh, a healer. No, what are you doing, Dani? Oh. I mean, he still gets the funnel probably. No, not even the builder hut. Rip. That's why he didn't even have like 2 clone spells. Like, you need the mirror on level 18 to get the second clone. So that's a big rip. Like, he will get the town, I believe, but the healers are staying on the 1 meteor golem or 2 meteor golems there at the top. And everything is basically split, and that's not what you want to have. The world champion is getting cooked. The Fuchs is almost dead. Now the Fuchs is dead. Yeah. And the world champion is almost dead as well. There's an overgrowth using it now. The world champion not getting sniped yet. But this doesn't look too good. Like, he has the Sworn ability, the Eternal Tome. The healers are doing nothing. Yeah, I mean, he needs to get the percentage up, so that basically the CUBA team has still a chance to win the war. Because RNG did get a high percentage attack, and this is not looking like it. Can't even get that many percentage as well. Whip. Would you play that fireball like that, or would you use ice block? I would use ice block or play my warden walk a bit differently. Those equipment level change was just bad for the esports. Yeah, it basically does nothing. Like, there was not really a reason for it to do that. But yeah, it's a business for Supercell, right? Probably it's not, yeah. Like, I assume that they would just want to have like the esports player having max equipment so that they get a little bit more money, but other than that. Santiago going in. Equipment should be fixed for esports, to be honest, it shouldn't depend on levels. That's a good point as well. But then you would if you do that, then you probably have to like give a max account or like backspace for everyone as well, and like max troops and stuff. I would love to see that, but then the question is, why should you even play the game? It would make the start into esports a lot easier, but yeah. Okay, one walk with throwers again. Double gem on the warden using the rage here. Giant gauntlet with the rage wire as well here. Probably wanting to play them towards the scatter shot to get like both heroes out of the way. Flame fling on the bottom, interestingly. Let's see what he wants to do with the king, with the enemy king. And I'm a bit scared for the healers about the bomb wave as well. But we will see, we will see. Taking his time here, he probably wants to get the sweeper as well. Yeah, exactly. Why the sweeper? Well, because the throwers can't reach the sweeper from the monolith compartment. The queen is getting targeted by the monolith, not ideal. He has to be a bit careful with the bomb hive. I don't know why he's not using a skeleton spell to tank the monolith. Who knows? And he could use another skeleton spell to block the bomb hive shots. Now the one is still standing in the bomb hive range, it's still getting targeted by the multi-archer tower, which is not ideal. The king going in from the right, going outside again. The queen is now dead, the duo did not that much. Using the overgrowth now very late on the bomb hive. Now the rage is triggering and he has to be careful because a rage longshot is not too... yeah, he's very dangerous, the ranged long shot. A raged long shot. And the multis and the rage are like very devastating as well for the one because he most likely dies there. He still has to get the toner, guys. The world champion into the giga bomb, into bombs, triggering early the ability. Oh, the world champion was so swagged. The warden now dies, and he won't have enough to get this base done. Just saying, if he would have watched my video today, he would have exactly known how to troop with this base. Just saying. Nice try though. Not too great of percentage, so that leaves the door open for RNG. No, yeah, the door open for CUBA. Kicks are coming in with this 3 stream series, OP. Kashi coming in. And we see some Super Bowlers. This is like, I think he played Super Bowlers as well on Town Hall 15 a lot. So let's see what he can do with them. Probably wanting to smash in towards the Town Hall, obviously, because there's a lot of damage in front of it. He gets good bounces with the storages and stuff. And he probably, depending on how much the Warden can get with the Warden Walk there, can dodge a lot of the bomb wave shots. Well, let's see. Does he get the expo? That would be good. Yeah, he gets the expo, and then he could probably go in towards the bottom and dodge most of the bomb hive shots. He just has to be careful when he basically goes with the healers to the bomb hive. But other than that, using 2 skeleton spirits there, I like this one a lot. I like the fact that he doesn't, or hasn't deployed his... the cocoons are all dead now, and the bomb hive is still shooting. I don't know if I like the fact that he started so early with the bowlers into the bomb hive. Now the healers are in the range. The healers are in the range. The king is getting cooked there on the outside. He uses the siege barrack as well. There are a lot of bombs on the bottom. Using the one ability early. All super bowlers are good. No, 2 super bowlers are on the core, 2 on the outside. King spiky ball early. Has the jump spell for the queen, so he has to rely on the queen to get the revenge tower basically. The one is dying because the healers are on the queen. Or champion still going. He has the rocket spear on her. But I don't think he has enough power force to get through the back end with the minion pins. Even if he doesn't even get the revenge tower with the queen. Good invisibility timing from the fox, but this won't be enough. And that's as well, again, quite low percentage attack. Yeah, it's sometimes not so easy for me to because like when I cast, I don't really think, I'm just talking. And that's why it's not that easy for me to use the right pronouns and stuff. I was going to show the RPG match, just check it on Twitch out. I will try to set up the bot for it, but currently I don't have any idea who will cover it. Because it's not your native language, that's as well, yeah. That is true. How many buildings? Like 3.8 times 5. That's 19 buildings. 19% difference, okay. Alright. Grammy 07 is going in. And we see Root Riders the first time for today. He has an ice sound. Interestingly. I'm quite curious where he wants to use it because the air defenses are so far on the outside. Okay. Oh, is he playing a Blizzard? He's playing a Blizzard, guys, right? Oh, the Seeking Air Mine. No, 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 no. Oh, he has some Warbreakers in there. Oh, the Super Wizards did make a clutch step towards the front. Dodging the bomb. Oh my god, the Super Wizards are insane. If you can keep them alive. Insane value. Insane value. I would say this is a triple. I'm already calling it. He just has to overgo the bomb hive quite early. The longshot is almost down. Now you have to be careful with your, what's it called? With your Blizzard, because the longshot obviously drops a bomb if he dies. So you don't want the longshot to die when you're playing your Super Wizard blimp. Why is he using the heal tom? Why not using Rage Gem with the Eternal Tome? This fizzles out pretty quickly. He didn't tank properly. I don't know why he's like the blizzard was so insane. If he just uses some skeleton spells there, he's good to go. And now he has a rage spell for like a monolith which does single target damage. I'm a bit confused from the choice of his equipments. Yeah, this falls short very much. And this leaves open the door for CUBA Esports because RNG x TPM did only have a 19% building lead, 1%, 9% lead. That means currently, okay, he will get, how much percentage will he get? He gets a lot of percentage here just from the Super Barbarians. But theoretically, CUBA Esports should be able to win the war just by getting a high percent 2-star. And that is exactly a 93% 2-star that is needed to win the war. Otherwise, 92% if they have the time. And they do have the time. So 92% and they win the war. %92 is not easy, yes, but it's easier than getting a triple, right? Who's left? Can Black Tornado, aka ITB Black, clutch the wall? I mean, analysis you did, why do Navi struggle against Chinese teams? I have no idea, because I didn't do the analysis. Einstein would get the new upcoming equipment and max it out on the first day. Exactly. 85 is the highest to now. Let's see, they tripled once. Can ITP Black get the 92%? 92% is enough. 92% 2-star. Using the world champion early, nice giant. I like this one because, yeah, it basically tanks a lot. Some of the shots and gives the world champion a bit more value. It goes very quickly to ability. Could have played that a bit better, I would say. He could have gotten probably the multi if he doesn't get like the world champion go so quickly to ability. And that would have been a better pathing as well for him. But you will see, going far side, I mean, he has nothing to lose, right? He can only win. Queen on the outside. He hasn't deployed a siege barracks yet. There he finds already a lot of seeking air mines there. So you see, probably one ability quite soon. Yeah. I don't know, like there's not that much damage on the war troops. So either he popped this one, like should have popped this one way early. Oh my god, the mini prince. The mini prince getting sniped by the headhunters. The one is getting sniped as well. Guys, this is not looking good. This is not even looking good to get the 2-star. I don't even know why he's not playing mass scorers, to be honest. Could just go far side because he doesn't have anything to lose. Now he will get the long shot out of the way. He has still a lot of spells. I think the biggest problem for him was that he didn't use his spells properly at the beginning. Because you want to keep your troops alive for as long as possible. And if you have like only fewer troops alive by not using spells early on, then you are not getting so quickly through the base. But he won't get the 92%, guys. He won't get it. And that means RNG is winning the war. And this is a very low percentage as well. Yeah, that's it. Nice try to CUBA Esports, but they will lose this war. Are these pro players? Some of them, like, I don't know if the RNG team is like playing it basically full time, but CUBA is, I think, just having fun and doing it as a hobby. I would assume RNG as well. Alright. RNG wins 10-10. It was the 1 star. If Dark on top doesn't 1 star, they win it. Yep. Alright. And then you wanted me to... wait. I would do this on my iPad. You wanted me to react towards the new judo slot video. Have you watched that? When is your match? In 2 hours. Um. Oh, I need to wait. I would need to connect them completely, right? Let me try it differently. Okay, 1 second. So, wait, let me quickly leave the clan. Okay. So I could go towards my browser. I hope it doesn't. We will see how that lags. Otherwise, I have to find a different solution. Nope. I have to do it in studio mode, please. Thank you. Window capture. Where is scale to window? Thank you. So if I go into, this will be, I will probably have some lags. Yeah, I cannot do that, right? Oh, I cannot do that. I cannot do that. Wait, oh my god. No, 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 no. Okay, let me. Oh, I'm slow. Okay, we have to do this differently. Holy. Stream, and I don't want to stream the match now. Holy legs. Okay. Okay, now. Everyone in the report need a better Wi-Fi. No, it's not my Wi-Fi. It's my laptop. Okay. It's my laptop. Skip frames due to encoding lag was like 95%. Okay, let me. I don't know if I will play this. I have to be careful. Okay, not really. Okay. You might want to end your YouTube stream if you're reacting to a YouTube video because of copyright issues. It might be wrong because I don't know properly. Check that. Shouldn't be that issue. Oh. Maybe not. I don't know. It's like on YouTube just strike some. Yeah. Pooh. Tirado, welcome in. Thanks for the follow. I don't think it's like I did react to some of Itsu's videos as well. Can watch, yeah. What is AP, by the way, Ptichka? Okay. I hope if I turn up the... Oh, wait. When I turn up the volume, I don't know if you will hear that. I don't want to get the echo, but we will see. 1 second. I have to set up... Was it properties? No, it wasn't properties. Get this one. Monitor and output. Oh, that's how I did it. Yeah. Okay, so I just have to connect my... here with it. And now if I play it, it should
be a better game
yeah.
if they made this one change.
Perfect.
In this video, I will explain why that is the case. And although it seems simple at surface level, there are 4 key components to make this work, which I'm going to break down. There has been a lot of feedback shared from the community over...
But why am I getting so many encoding lags? I have nothing open. Can I set it down? I want to have only 30 FPS, please. Why can't I do that? Why is it 60 FPS all the time? Rip. Let's see if it's... Or is it laptop spec? It's just a MacBook Air.
recent times in terms of ranked mode, frustration following Town Hall 18. It's hard to see through the noise, but I believe this solution would be very helpful for the community
It's
at large.
looking
All players.
good, right?
I'm not just talking about
Without
the
legs.
active community. Now, I admire the implementation of ranked mode, how the team are bold at making big changes to how the game has always run. And I understand we need to try and attract new audiences and modernize the game. But at the same time, you cannot alienate those players that have played for years and love the game.
That's a very fair point. Like, the graphic sets it up pretty good. Like, you have to, if you make changes, no matter what, even if it's a business or whatever, you always have to keep the core. Getting lags again. Okay, it should be fine. Der Arbeitsspeicher oder der Prozessor kommt nicht zurecht. Ja, Encoding Lag, das wird wahrscheinlich GPU sein. Das ist halt, weil das halt ein Rechner ist, ja, ein Laptop. But yeah, this is a very good point from Judo.
And that's where I hope the team are bold enough as well to realize if this is not working out the way they thought it would, that they change tact. So we've had changes to the ranked mode announced for the next update, or little tweaks. We've seen changes to the Town Hall 18 modifiers and meta overall. And I think it's good that they're not making big rash decisions. They're trying to tweak the implementation they've got to see if they can find the sweet spot. But if they can't, this is what I hope happens. Now, the more I read comments about ranked mode, how it makes people feel more pressurized, the competition, they just want to do their attacks, they just want to farm their base, but they can't because the ore and the star bonus is tied to this competitive system. The more I think about ranked mode, the more I think it should have just been that. A separate mode. The old leagues, which are iconic, should have stayed as the core aspect of the game. Now, there are 4 different pillars, I think, to how this would work if both systems were implemented. So let's go through those. First of all, I just mentioned it, the star bonus. Clash of Clans have said they implemented ranked mode so that players could play the game how they wanted.
So these 2 new modes let everyone play however they want and still earn rewards.
Part of the reason Clash Anytime came about, so that
If a priority for OBS or which program you use for stream? OBS, yeah. But it's basically, I have only OBS open. Here, so basically currently how it's in the game is you're getting forced, if you want to level up your equipments, to play ranked mode, because you want to be in a league where you get at least the 2 starry ores. And yeah, that's not basically the thing where Supercell wanted the people to play however they want. They can't if they want to max their equipment as fast as possible. Or like, if they're not high enough, they have a major disadvantage with getting stereos. Just make rank time limit for 1 month, like all days, everything is soft. It's currently that way, no? Do you mean? How should you then progress in the leagues?
there's no troop training time, but it seems for some players it's had the opposite effect. Again, from an active, competitive standpoint, those players love ranked mode. I enjoy ranked mode. But if it has the opposing effect for more of the...
I don't enjoy ranked mode. Just
broad casual player base, well then they need to do something about it. So the star bonus would be mirrored across the modes. So in battle mode, if it was bronze league, that would tie up and be the same amount of star bonus in the skeleton leagues for ranked. Silver League would tie to the Barbarian League, etc. But you could only complete your star bonus once. Much like now, you can complete it in battle mode or in ranked mode, but the star bonus in what you achieve is tied to your highest league. So if you are in Legend League in battle mode, but you're only in Valkyrie Leagues in ranked, well then you gain the star bonus from your battle mode ranking. You wouldn't have to participate in battle mode because if you're a higher town...
This is like, just from a programming perspective and how big the game is, if they introduce it like that, it's a good idea, but there will be probably a lot of bugs. Yes, they probably have the code from like the old system, but like, setting up the code or like changing the code so that it's working with the new additions is not always trivial. What percent is the casual player base? Probably 99%, maybe more. I enjoy rank mode, but not legend. I just feel like it just annoys me that you have to attack to stay up in the league to get like at least your 2 stereos each day. They always have a lot of bugs. Not really. Basically, the last update, they only Town 18. They only introduced new levels, and those are like updates where there are not many bugs. Personally, I think it's a bad idea. Why? Why seek? Do you think the game is currently in a good position? Give me some reasons, Room and Seek. I mean, the stereo bug was the best bug of all time. I hope you get. I didn't even know how that worked, but yeah.
Whole level, you just care about ranked, well then you'll be high enough in the leagues that you can only do ranked. You don't need to worry about battle mode. There is a counter argument that the lower town hall levels may have to engage in both leagues because they can't get higher star bonus in the ranked, since they are limited as to how high they can go based on the town hall level. But they'd be no worse off than they are now. At least they have the opportunity to climb up through the leagues in battle mode to get the higher star bonus and the higher ore. Now, I know Clash of Clans has an economy team that balances all of this, and clearly they can control that a lot more through the distribution of ore purely from ranked. But if you try and get every little piece of the economy lined up that it sucks the fun out of the game, well then it's counterproductive. I would argue that
we just need 4 ranked with different modifier optional. I don't know where you have defenses. If you're playing for skill, just only count trophies gained. But then nobody cares about the defense, and then you have like easier bases, nobody cares, and like there has to be always a defensive side, I would assume. Otherwise, Supercell has to make the bases on their own. They do 2 years for casual players, and for now they do leagues for cyber and hard pushers. That's why people are crying now about harder attacks. Yeah, that's true. But you always have to keep in mind, if you want to keep the players into the game, you have to give them something every update. I don't understand why they don't do it like Clash Royale, where you have regular trophies until 5,000, then you access ranked. Game was fine until the new balance changes. You really think the balance changes made it worse? My idea is that it makes it too complex, and people who loved ranked will have to do both the things now. which also doesn't underline people like me who push in lower town halls for the town hall. And people who love to do rank don't have to do both things. That's basically the point from judo. If you have like a rank mode system where you can get up the leagues and a other system where you can get up the leagues, right? And the higher one counts. Either you can do rank mode and be very good at it and get the higher star bonus, or you do the other one really very good and you get the higher star bonus. Game was fine until equipment came in. I think the equipment made the game very good. It gives a good variety. Or if you don't put a good base, then you won't climb. But if the defense is, I don't understand you, Riker. If you don't count defenses, then why should you put good bases to climb up the leagues? People don't want to use harder strategy or brain for it. The problem Clash of Clans has is that the biggest player base is playing Clash of Clans to max their village, not to play it competitively. They used before easiest threat, they will never go for something harder. Yeah, but that's fine. I like equipment, I don't like the economy of the equipment. Yeah, for returning or new players, it's pretty hard. You can't be lower in one mode and higher in other because you want to be the best everywhere. But yeah, I get what you mean, but he will come to that in this video. The Legends, like the old system, is then capped at like 6,000 trophies. And this means that you can only like get towards the highest league. I have like 1,000 trophies buffer, but you can't go higher than that. And that means that the only way to really challenge yourself is rank mode. Sounds good, but if you can get promoted, then you can also get demoted in battle mode. I feel like people got used to that battle is just farm mode and don't want to try hard in battle mode. Yes, that's true. You have to see how you should do it then. Yeah, that's a good point. Best time Towner was 14. There was everything, equipment, strats, everything. It was Towner 14. There was no equipment. Equipment came on Towner 16. And I don't think Towner 13 was like, it was good for the game, but if we would now play Towner 14, the player base, which is playing basically competitive side of Clash of Clans, would be way too good and triple everything, and we would have like a 320 meta, like on Town of 16, basically. They should make Elite League with the old modifiers. I mean, obviously they can add more and more leagues, but I don't know if that's the solution for that. I mean, they could basically add a league for 1%, and then 2%, 3%, right? 20 leagues. But the question is that so sufficient? Modifier reduction was unnecessary. Like, I personally, I'm just not playing ranked, and that's why I don't care about the modifiers there, but yeah. Yes, and to be and maintain 6,000 trophies and obviously push in rank mode, you have to do both the things. Yeah, but there won't be a leaderboard for like the old system. So you basically have, if you push up in the old system, the only thing you will get from getting higher trophies is to get the star bonus, nothing else. Oh, there's so many messages. They could make it like builder base where one attack is one defense in battle mode. Yeah. But then it's hard. Like, I see the point, but how do you match then? But yeah, maybe. Clearing mode should be implemented as optional, no campaigns. Yeah, that's basically the point of judo. And currently it's not really like optional if you want to get the equipments maxed. Like Clash Royale, but without need to get a certain trophy to unlock rank mode. I don't know how Clash Royale is currently with the system there. I haven't played it in a long time. Like I played it with Lucas X Gamer, yes, but that was the only time in like, I don't know, a couple of years. I think if Supercell make rank mode only for Legend League, it will be okay for both casual and pro. Supercell will never think about competitive. They are thinking about it. That's why they implemented rank mode. Because so many people said something about it. Obviously, those saying something on Twitter are the competitive players. Or the more competitive players. If they wouldn't think about competitive, they wouldn't implement that. But as I said, the majority of the player base, probably over 99% of the players, probably even more, just play the game to level up the base. Let me make myself clearer. You want the prestige in the clan by being high in both the modes, if it happens. But why would I have to do two things when I can have the prestige right now by only pushing in ranked? I get the point with the clan, but as I said, this battle mode, how Judo is calling, so the old system, you have trophies, but it won't be like shown or like won't get into any like statistics or like, how is it called, leaderboard, and that's why it's then irrelevant. Not casual player. You didn't play a game. It's your work. I mean, I'm not a casual player. Yes. What they can do to fix the org convenience is instead of upgrading equipment, we upgrade equipment slots for each hero instead, so that we can switch equipment and use all of them rather than being locked to one pair. That is a good point. But then, if they bring out new equipment, you have it already maxed. So yeah, I see the point. It would be good to like switch between equipments, but either they make it so expensive that you have to take like years to max everything, and then like people investing money into it have like a big advantage, or you make it so cheap and basically Supercell doesn't get anything from it. Oh, there's so many messages. Oh, goodness. More leagues would just create the same problem over and over. I would agree with ranked leagues, like the current system, yeah. Like you unlock rank mode once you reach 5,000 trophies. Yeah, so there's that would be like old system to 5,000 trophies. Then you have like rank mode with Legend League being there basically. But then you have to like use the different modifiers as well there. So without modifier legends, with 5%, with 10%, 15, and whatever. Turn 18 with alt modifier before nerf is the best. He says in the video that they will have to add a toggle to display the battle mode trophies.
The players that are trying to
guys.
push up to legend
Let's
in battle
talk
mode
about
to
it at
take
the
advantage of the higher star bonus and the ore, they are the players that need it most, the lower Town Hall level players, because it's quite smart that Clash of Clans did implement the league floors of Town Halls, because it means as you go up, you naturally do get higher star bonus because you're in a higher league. But for those lower Town Hall players, they just don't have that option. And more so for returning players, you can end up being stuck, like you're not getting progression. If you jump on for a 2-hour play session, you can at least feel like you climbed up through the leagues, you got that higher star bonus. It's a rewarding, enjoyable experience. Equally, when you think about distribution of ore through clan wars, you can see how lower Town Hall players might struggle to be in a higher level competitive clan. They haven't played the game as much, their base isn't upgraded as much. They might not be able to just walk into any clan that is more actively playing the game, even if they're super skilled as a Town Hall 13, because those clans just don't want the lower Town Hall players, so they can be limited in how successful they can be as an individual in gaining ore from clan war, and that can be a frustrating thing. So allowing those players that are struggling to find a clan and gain ore from that perspective, allowing them to take it into their own hands and push up through the leagues if they want, well then that is going to be helpful in that regard. If you can imagine, let's say a Town Hall 18, they get 50% of ore income from clan wars and star bonus for argument's sake. At that level, they've probably played the game long enough that they are in more of an established clan. They will likely war more often, probably win more wars. But as that Town Hall 13 player that struggles to do that, they might get 75% of their ore income from the star bonus and less from clan wars, purely because of that frustration friction point. So allowing them to take it into their own hands and play the game how they wish would be a good thing. Now, I am theorizing there. Clash of Clans clearly have the data to support or disprove what I was just saying. But to me, if their goal is to allow players to play the game and enjoy the game how they want, then this helps to achieve it. And before I move to the second component, right now, as an individual, if you only care about casual attacking and upgrading your base, you have to engage in either the competitive aspect of ranked as an individual or the competitive aspect of clan wars as a group. There's no just casual option because it's tied to ranked. And again, I think it's smart that we have the league floors, but it's not as rewarding to have that as the way you get the ore and just literally aimlessly farming in battle mode. Feeling like you are taking that into your own hands and you are progressing through the leagues. You are able to control the star bonus you're able to achieve by moving up through the leagues is more rewarding. Again, from a casual perspective, I am not saying that from the active standpoint, it's unfair to say, well, you should engage in ranked mode. You can't expect to get the same amount of rewards. That is absolutely the case. If you are engaging in all of the different aspects of the game, you should be more rewarded. But if we want to make the game as enjoyable for as many players how they want to play the game, well, then we do need to appreciate that not everyone plays the game to our level and in the same way. But on the same token, this would actually be a good thing for ranked, because if those players didn't have to engage in ranked mode, I'm going to talk a little bit later about how I think we could encourage people across to ranked mode. However, if players who didn't want to engage in that didn't have to spam their farming attacks in ranked mode, well, then that would make ranked mode better for the competitive players, because they don't have that luck factor of, you never know if you're going to have someone just firstly not attack you. I know they round the numbers up, but then just spam Valkyries against your base. What happens if you have all of the competitive players play against you and other people have players who are just spamming Valkyries because they're just farming in their league? If the battle mode allowed players to farm more effectively in there and they didn't have to participate in ranked mode because they would be demoted if they did not, well, then the ranked mode would actually be even more competitive for us active competitive players, which that's what we want. So you're then potentially achieving a better gaming experience for not just the casual general player base that want to just use battle mode. You're actually making ranked mode more competitive for those players that do want to engage in ranked mode, so it's a best of both worlds. So that's pillar number one, the star bonus. I know I went on a bit of a tangent there, but the star bonus being mirrored across the leagues. And you might ask, well, what's the point in ranked mode? Well, that is component number 2. The leaderboards are all tied to ranked, as it should be. The regular game mode, we wouldn't have leaderboards for that, because it just becomes a system where the more you attack, the higher up in trophies you would get. That doesn't really equate to skill, but it gives players that are a bit more casual the feeling of progression. If you jump on for a 2-hour play session, you can actually progress through multiple leagues. You can improve your star bonus. You can feel like you've made a bit more progress. That 2 hours was well spent. But when it comes to competitiveness and the leaderboards, they should all be tied to ranked. Whether that's the legend system, and by the way, I still think they should continue to improve ranked the way that they are currently looking to do. But in terms of legend specifically, I still think it should be a smaller, more exclusive league. They've said they're looking at promotion and demotion percentages. But in terms of the leaderboard, ranked would tie into the leaderboards. I think we should be allowed to see the top town hall levels of whatever. So if I'm a Town Hall 10, I can see the number 1 Town Hall 10 in the world, but if I'm a Town Hall 18, I can only see Town Hall 18s. Make it where we can toggle through any Town Hall. That means that the ranked system and the leaderboard is meaningful for players that want to be competitive, but those that aren't really into that pressurized system, they still have the old iconic system as the regular battle mode. Because as much as trying to expand to new players and keep the game revitalizing is important, it's equally important to make sure you don't overstep the line to alienate your audience that have played for years. If they feel like the game is now a totally different game, that could mean they stop playing. So you have to get that balance of making sure you stay true to why people fell in love with Clash of Clans. As much as the leaderboards would be tied to ranked, when it comes to your clan, you can already toggle through and see who is the highest town hall level, who has received or donated the most troops. It would just be another one within that toggle whereby it's ranked and regular battle mode, and you can toggle through to see who has the most trophies in regular battle mode. Maybe at a clan level, you can set what the default is when somebody views your clan, and then at a user level, you can change that if you wish. But either way, I don't see it being a problem having 2 trophy counts, because I have said about ranked mode, I'm not a big fan of 0 trophies, getting to the next league, it resetting because throughout the week you're just gaining trophies, and then all of a sudden you're at 5,000 in Legends. It's not that logical, other than if you're tying it to the old system. If battle mode had the old system, it would be just that. You move up towards 5,000 trophies, moving through the leagues, getting that star bonus as you go. When you get to Legends, this is the third pillar. Legend in the old system would purely become a place where your trophies are between 5,000 and 6,000. That's it. Once you get to 6,000 trophies, you've hit the cap. Congratulations, you've beat battle mode. You can't get any higher. But what that means is you can still have unlimited attacks, you're just not gaining trophies. You can still lose trophies on defense, and it equally means you're not instantly dropped out of Legends League. You have 1,000 trophies that you can afford to lose and still be in Legend League, gaining that star bonus. I think for more of the general player base, that would be a really cool experience in that area of 5,000 to 6,000. 6,000 was always a bit of a magical number in the previous Legend League. That's what people strived towards. So it would be cool for people to be able to get there and have that sense of achievement. Yes, the more active and competitive community, you don't care about that. That's fine. You care about ranked mode. I'm with you. I love ranked mode. But the thing is, we have to be able to make the game successful for everybody. Otherwise, the game goes down over and just dies. Before I move on to the fourth pillar, I'm not saying that this is even the answer. I don't know. Maybe they can tweak ranked mode to make it more exciting and more fun for players, that the system they have implemented is just what works for the future. That would be amazing. I hope that is the case. But if not, the more I've been reading comments from my community on Reddit, trying to decipher through what more broad problems could be, this is one thing that I've came to think is that maybe it was just too big of a risk to change the core gameplay, and it should have just been a different mode, which equally allows the competitive players to be competitive. That's what we wanted, but it doesn't change things for more of the casual player base. Now, the fourth pillar to this, before I get into a few more reasons as to why I think this would be successful, if I'm honest, I think even if Supercell went with this, I don't think they would add this aspect of it, but I really think they should. And by the way, I provide Supercell feedback all of the time. This idea, I've already sent to Supercell. A lot of people submit ideas, whether it's content creators, whether it's on Reddit. They certainly listen to all of that, but they have all of the data to know how people actually respond. I can look at the comments and get a general sense of the community, but they can see data as to how people actually engage in the game, which is what they should be using to make informed decisions alongside the community sentiment. So the fourth pillar, using heroes whilst they're upgrading in ranked. Why not? That is a frustration point when it comes to the competitive players, that you have to try and manage things around your heroes upgrade. Not. That is a frustration point when it comes to the competitive players, that you have to try and manage things around your heroes upgrading. There'd still be reason to upgrade your heroes, because it's not like you can use them at a higher level. It's just that you can use them whilst they're upgrading. So people still want to upgrade their heroes. I don't think even if they were to, for whatever reason, allow us to do this, they would allow you to use max level equipment. But even that, I think, might be a stretch too far. They have the code where we can use heroes whilst they're upgrading. We've had that in events before. I think just tying that to ranked mode would be great, because you don't get that frustration from the competitive players. There's still reason to upgrade your heroes. Of course, I don't think they would lose that much monetary value in that. But what it means is it's actually a reason for those more casual players who don't want to engage in ranked mode, that are frustrated in the current setup. There's more of a reason for them to actually go into ranked mode. Maybe they just love battle mode, they do that all of the time, but once they're upgrading their heroes, it's trickier to farm and get their star bonus. So maybe they do go into ranked mode. Maybe that's the nudge they need to learn that aspect of the game, start enjoying the competitiveness, and that actually gives them a deeper connection to Clash of Clans. Because I guess that would be one drawback of making ranked a separate mode, in that a lot of the more casual players probably would just stick to battle mode, because if they could get their star bonus from battle mode and increase the amount of ore income, there really isn't as much need to engage in ranked mode. In my opinion, that's fine. They don't even need to engage in ranked mode. If they're going to play the game, they're going to enjoy the game, Supercell's still going to make their money, then why care? I thought the whole point of this was to allow people to play the game how they wish. But just that little incentive of use your heroes whilst they're upgrading in ranked mode might be enough to encourage those players across. I've been trying to think of maybe consequences of having the system like this. I'm sure there's some I've overlooked. One thing I was considering is, since they have implemented ranked mode and the battle system, we have snapshot bases now because the amount of attacks in battle mode has increased, but I really don't think that's a problem because we have the magic shield, which would equally work the same way you protect your loot. And even if we had trophies in the regular battle mode, I don't think the magic shield should protect your trophies. Because if you're able to just attack and gain those trophies up, well, fair enough, you can lose them on defense, but you can equally just win them back. And I think the way they had it, whereby you don't gain many trophies from 1-star, you know, like after Clash Anytime, they reduced the amount of trophies you could get from a 1-star. They could still absolutely keep it like that, so that if people were just spamming Valkyries, they're still gaining trophies, but there is still incentive to try and 3-star in battle mode. So I really don't see it as that big of a problem. Maybe there is reason for the magic shield to protect your trophies as well, but even if it just protected your loot the way that it does now in battle mode, and you could always lose trophies even if it's a snapshot base, I think that would work, and it's still way more rewarding and engaging than how the system is currently. One thing I was equally thinking of, which would be really cool, like what if rather than pressing the attack button where it had the battle mode and the ranked battles, what if when you logged in, your base was very peaceful, you had your home village scenery, your regular battle mode trophy count, but then you could press and hold your trophy count to adjust to the ranked mode or just swipe across, and your home village was actually your war layout, and that represented ranked. And then from there, when you press the attack button, it defaulted to the ranked system. Maybe there's a button there that you could still toggle across to the battle mode, but what if the actual feel of the game was that you're in battle mode and then you're in ranked mode, rather than just when you press the attack button, both options are there. Maybe going a little bit too far down the UI route there, but I do think there could be additional benefits for Supercell if they do this as well. Number one, I mean, if the players are going to enjoy the game more, and more players are going to enjoy the game more, surely that corresponds to more revenue, right? That's, you would think, logical. So just make the game enjoyable for as many people as possible. But when it comes to temporary troops, like event troops, right now they are just not as attractive as they used to be because you can only use them in battle mode. And that's absolutely the case. They should not be in ranked mode to spoil the competitiveness, but in battle mode, there's really no incentive to use them because it is literally just a farming mode. No one needs to 3-star in battle mode, realistically. I mean, I'm sure some people might want to, but you can just spam sneaky goblins. It's way more effective. There's no need for me to use those troops, which means there's not as much excitement around them. I said this in a previous video, but as an active member of the community, it can be hard to take a step back and see how the casual, like true casuals that don't engage in social media for Clash of Clans, how they play the game. That's where Supercell has that data. Maybe what I'm saying does not support their data, but yeah, it's just not as engaging to use those troops. And in the past, for example, with the WWE, I don't know the specifics of partnerships, obviously, but it would seem that those event troops, if they could make them more popular, they could potentially bring in more partnerships. Whereas right now in the current setup, they're just not going to be as engaging. If things were split, where the old system was still core, ranked was just a separate system, event troops would be more engaging because people would want to be 3-starring to get more trophies, to get up to Legend League and that magical 6,000 trophy mark. It's interesting because I did see a comment which I forwarded to Supercell. I've been forwarding a lot of feedback, more so condensing everything together before I put across to Supercell what the consensus is in my community. But I did send one comment directly that basically talked about how they didn't care about leagues or their rank, sorry. Casual players care about trophies. And now that's gone. That's why on the profile, people cared about their trophy number, not necessarily the rank. Again, the competitive scene, they know that the rank is way more important. But for more of a casual perspective, trophies were what people liked. And I do think that in battle mode, if the trophy system and the old leagues were still there, firstly, it wouldn't feel like a different game. People could still enjoy that aspect, but you would feel a sense of progression. I feel like that is one thing that is lacking from the current ranked system, and it is something that Clash talked about in their blog actually, but I don't know how they can fix that in the current ranked system, because you can only promote to the next league at least once a week, unless they change that, whereby if you came first, it was more meaningful, you could jump more leagues. But eventually, you're going to hit a spot where you have to be upgrading town halls or investing significant time in order to improve your skills, where a lot of people just don't want to play Clash or have the time to play Clash on that level. And again, it's a fair comment from the competitive community and more of the active players to say, well, how can you expect to get up through the leagues? Just get good. And that's fine when it comes to competition and the leaderboards. But if that ends up putting off a lot of players because they have to engage in this competition system, well, then I don't think that's healthy, and it doesn't achieve the goal that Supercell have in mind to allow people to play the game how they wish. So I feel having the system split so it's back to how it was in battle mode and ranked is as it is now, but continued to be improved upon. That's a separate system. That's what ties to the leaderboards. That's what is tied to Legend League. To me, it just makes a lot of sense. I can see where Supercell can control the ore income a little bit more due to the star bonus at different town hall levels. But again, as I explained before, I don't think that's a big problem. If people can really enjoy the game and feel like, yes, I am at that higher point in battle mode, I'm getting that higher ore, and they are equally enjoying upgrading their village and engaging in the game like that, why not let them? You can manage the ore economy around their fun, not having it set up where it sucks the fun out of the game. And I truly think they can get that balance where it doesn't harm their monetization either. Even if that's tweaking the numbers within Clan Wars, because again, lower Town Hall players, they're the ones that would push up to those higher leagues. Supercell don't really have to worry about Town Hall 18 players pushing up in battle mode and like taking advantage of higher league bonuses, because at the end of the day, they're going to be up in the higher leagues in ranked anyway. They're going to get the higher amount of ore from Clan Wars. So that's not a problem. It's really the lower Town Hall players. But to be honest, that's where the ore has the biggest problem, particularly when it comes to returning players. So if they can come back to the game, push up through the leagues in battle mode in order to...
That is a question I have. I have to interrupt here. Do the lower towners really have a problem with ores? Like with Starry ore, probably, but like they are just like flooded with the other two types of ores, right?
Actually upgrade their equipment and feel like their return is a more enjoyable experience, then I don't think that's a bad thing. Clearly, you can let me know what you think, but from trying to listen to all of the perspectives, clearly there are some players that just think ranked is the way to go and that's the best thing, but trying to have an open mind to keep the game fun for everyone, this is where I think it would be the best option. Again, I admire how passionate the Clash of Clans team is and how they are truly trying to strive towards big changes. If you don't take those big risks, you will never achieve greatness. But I do hope that they don't just continue pushing down this line if it's not working. Maybe it does and they can improve it, and I hope that is the case. But if not, I equally hope they are bold enough to change things from their initial vision. That is what I think will improve Clash of Clans significantly for the widest amount of players. I will place on your screen the video where I talked about the
No go plus CC cooldown. No, he didn't bring that up. But yeah. Oh my god, like, to be honest, I watched this video now for the second time. I watched it today in like ×2 speed when I ate something. And I haven't seen through where he wants to put leaderboards in the other system. And I didn't get all of the video. I imagine the core community hate ranked or just don't care. Maybe shortage of shine and glory ores. Absolutely not. Not of story ores. Shiny and glowy ore in lower town ore is very hard to get. Interesting. Okay, I didn't know that. One second. Yeah. Oh no, I don't want to hear it. It's not easy to obtain them, okay. It's actually glory that was the bottleneck. Interesting. Like, when I first watched the video today, I was like, it makes a lot of sense in some points, but in some points it's as well. I see the vision, but I don't see how it won't be confusing. Basically, I would assume Supercell needs to get an easy system into the game that is very understandable, but if they do it like this, yeah. Chloe was my bottleneck when I wasn't playing much. When I was only coming online to do my warheads and had so much story and could never use it. Okay. Yeah, but then you have it, yeah, that's why you have it in the star bonus. But this is again something which they could, can they like level it out if they basically change a bit the story or like the loot bonus and the clan war stuff from the ores, from the distribution, that it basically is even? I don't know. Just give us CC cake, I don't need anything else. Concept suitable up about having the rank mode on a whole other side of the game sounds cool, but it's not simple. Every game you just chose unranked, ranked, and go in. Yeah. That is like the biggest problem Clash of Clans has is that most of the people who are not active on Twitter or whatever just want to upgrade their village and want to be in the highest league or highest trophies, whatever they want. I think the simplicity of the system is something most people don't think about. A 13-year-old should understand how the leagues work. Exactly, yes. I returned to the game during the previous Clash anniversary and still maxed out a single piece of equipment. Yeah, like, I think you need like, as a free-to-play player, you need roughly 2 months on a max town hall to get a complete epic equipment maxed. 1. So you could do basically 6 per year. But then you have to basically have a high war win rate, daily star bonus, playing the clan capital to get like some more story out there. Story hours are not the town problem in Loud Town, and it's interesting, okay. What time a match starts? In 1 hour. That's why I like if I just would have reacted to everything he said, I would have probably been like not finished in like an hour. So when I become the owner of the game, I will make sure there will be no complaints. All the community will be happy. That's the ideal goal, but good luck with that. Against whom? We play against Dice. Dice. I will show you this. Ha! I just asked Judo if it's fine if I react onto it. And he basically said, thanks for watching and sharing it with people. I can just leave it in perfect. Okay, so, guys. On my community server, there's a channel called Match Schedule. And there you have reported gaming, like it's automatically updated. You see last updated Friday, 6th of February at 1952. Right, my time on the iPad is not right. But you basically see the stage, the tournament, the time when we were playing. So in 1 hour, it's for me. It's like your time zone. And then you see the name on the cup as well, yeah. I don't like the idea and my point stands still. I mean, that's fine. I just believe it's a bit too complex. Like, even after watching it twice, the video, I don't get where he wants to put the leaderboards and how he wants to combine both modes. And this is like, you need to have a simple solution. Somewhere simple that can be understood by many people easily. I hope for a tournament mode with 5 versus 5 wars. Play with randoms or teams, claim leagues with different modifiers. Have a time limited side clan. If your team wins the war, you get 10 league points. Team loses, minus 10. You 3-star, X plus 10 points. Okay. Depending on league, you lose X points daily. Limited wars at different leagues. That's an interesting idea, but then you're forcing basically players to play with other players. Like, I know for a fact, like, my mother is playing Clash of Clans just because she wanted to understand what I'm doing. She started over a year ago, basically doing the New Year and Christmas break. And she doesn't want to join any clans. Like, some people are just like that. That's what I wrote in my first message. Yes, the first part of your message, yeah. But the other one, I see the point you're pointing out, which, like, if you have 2 leaderboards, some people want to be the first one in the like, some people want to be on the top of both leaderboards, and then it's like a big time investment. I need to hydrate 1 second. Also, CWL should have modifier like Champ 3. Yeah, I agree on that. Like, in Champions, Champion 1 to 3, there should be modifiers. Seek, maybe I think I just didn't get the first part of your message. But yeah. Starry ore is very low on higher town hall, to be honest. 150 starry ores for one equipment is too high. Yeah, it's like, this is again the question. Do you want to have people being able to max out the equipment instantly because they don't take so much starry ores or whatever ores to upgrade them or not? Simple separation between the casuals and others isn't easy. There's just a big gap in the expectations of the casuals and what they are really capable of. So if you just look at this aspect, there won't be a good solution. Yeah. Yes, I agree. Like, obviously, I did thought about some kind of esports mode as well, where you don't have like to upgrade your base, but then what is the point in upgrading your base? Right? It's like either you do one or the other. Or you have to be a bit more complicated and have to make a compromise. I mean, it's a hard topic. Personally, I don't like it that you have to play ranked mode to get maximum Starios. Like, for me, how I would treat it on my main account over the season, I will just spam my Valkyries. Like, literally, I will just spam some Valkyries in the ranked mode and then I'm good. But when I'm max, sometimes I don't even want to attack at all. And then I'm forced to at least get some attacks in so that I don't drop out of the story, right? Like out of the league where I get the 2 Starios. So currently for me, wait, I have to hide it. Didn't I do that? I don't know. I have 9 equipments on level 26. Yeah. That is like, as a free-to-play player, you have a hard time maxing them. If you buy event passes, you're basically good to go. Currently, if you're really good at the game and get like a good war win streak, good ratio of winning wars and stuff, and you're only free to play, you can, in the long run, max out your equipment, but it takes a lot of time. But yeah. I don't even know how to help returning players with the equipments. I have no idea. If you just give them free loot, like how the builders are basically doing it when you are like offline for a couple of weeks or months, I don't know. But then all the other players are basically saying, yeah, why are upgrading equipment where we have to play them? The gold pass should give us Starry ores. Yeah, but then you have to always look out for the free-to-play players. Most of the people are free-to-play. That's just the game. Why can't we increase the ore economy? Why aren't we even dwelling for new modes for ore? I mean, the simple fix, maybe it's a simple fix, I don't know, just increase how much ores you can get dramatically, but then not being able to stack up the ores so much that I can, like, basically, if a new equipment comes out, I can instantly max it, right? But if you have like storage from, for example, only 5,000, what's it called? Shiny ore. I don't know how much you need for glory ore as a maximum, 600 or so. Maybe lower, whatever. I don't know, and 150 would be an option. Is there a problem with it? I don't know. Maybe I have like an ore catch-up event occasionally. Yeah, that's basically, yeah, they try to like do it with a yeah, the last event, right? The last event. It was the equipment catch-up basically, but if you have all the equipments, you can just get ores. But I personally like the idea of just theoretically, right? I don't like the idea for myself because I love to stack up ores and don't like to being forced to farm when a new equipment comes out. But reducing the cap so drastically and then increasing the ore economy for like how much you got from the loot bonus, clan wars and stuff, that you basically have to play X amount of clan wars or whatever to use level up one of your levels. It boosts activity. When a new equipment comes out, everyone has to farm. And you're getting more activity into the game. Obviously, some people won't be that happy about it just because you have to farm then. I think a magic item to reset the levels of equipment would already solve a lot of problems. What levels do you want to reset? I don't understand currently your point, and I would love to do it. Like, would love to understand it. He meant to regain ores. Hmm. 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 So we can use new meta equipments. Oh, I know what you mean. Oh, yes. So basically, once you upgraded equipment to max level, well, what you basically mean is, for example, you have the magic mirror and the frozen arrow. And for example, currently the magic mirror is meta and the frozen arrow not. And you have one on level 1. Then you want to have a magic item where you can basically put all the levels from your magic mirror onto the frozen arrow, right? That's your point. Yeah. But then there's no point of commitment. I would just keep switching what I want to use. That's a good point as well. Like the system for the equipments is just hard. Hast du einen Hit schon gemacht? Ich mache keine Hits. Aber willkommen im Stream. Dachchen. I think rather than bringing new equipments, they can bring new heroes. But then with new heroes, there come always new equipments. Or am I wrong? Like, yes. But what is the, like, for example, right? If they, I don't know if they will do an 8th equipment for like all of the heroes, but just theoretically, if they are like, if there's coming a new OP hero into the game, then everybody would basically need to max the equipments there. Instead of resources, X. What is X hanging? X hanging. Okay. Basically switching. Okay. I make the magic item as well as hammers. Then it won't be as easy to switch. Exchanging, yeah, okay. Yeah, but then you'd want... I would then see a problem on how you would like distribute the... how you would get the, basically the exchange magic item. Because theoretically, active players should be rewarded for it. But is there a system then for inactive players who came back? One story off for every ranked attack. Yeah, that's basically like Supercell said, they want to make the game enjoyable for everyone, no matter how they play it. With this addition, they would make it so that they would force you to play ranked attacks. Welcome in, Maverick. Add a magic item, it would be a helper and helper hut, like Alchemist. Could be an option, yeah. Maybe have the Mighty Morsel as an item in Raid or CDRL shop. What is a Mighty Morsel? Isn't this like this one? No. Where is it? Oh no, the shoulder obstacles. Oh goodness. I'm 61. Yeah. I when you see a say guess who's back again, I know who you are. But the people who struggle with ores most probably buy clock tower potions from raid models. Probably, yeah. Tell me some of your shiny ore. Maybe when the next equipment comes out, I have my 1000 full. Clan cakes 2 in the shop. I do see the problem with the clan castle and like the time. Basically what they did was like they removed the training cost for all the troops. Before that, the training time. Before that, the training time was so much that it wasn't necessary to have like a quick clan castle request option, but now you need it basically instantly. Doesn't the horse already come this month? Yeah, in a couple of days. Magic snacks are meant to be exclusive though. Yeah. But this is currently only one side. Like we are currently speaking only about the returning players and like our economy in general. But yeah. By the way, this is like the skin is so weird that my mini is basically flying. I don't know. It's a hard thing. The problem is that you have to make the system so, like, coming back to the rank mode and like other system, you have to make the system so easy to understand that everyone is understanding it. Otherwise, it's just brings too much confusion. And if people are confused and don't know what's going on, then they are more likely to quit. Alchemist is just pointless right now with Clash Anytime. For me, it's very useful. I love the Alchemist. I love the Alchemist, that's why I have it next. Because I most of the time have only like one resource or like two of them, and if I only upgrade, for example, all of my golds, then yeah. Like I know what you're wanting to say, Adilois, but for inactive players or like not so active players, the Alchemist is like the thing, I would say, to be able to upgrade stuff. Clash listens too much to pro players. They should listen to noobs like me more. The problem is that all the comments, even all the people watching Clash of Clans content, I would put in like a more, not really competitive, but like trying to be, right, trying to get good at the game, right? Or like improve either by upgrading quicker or if it's attacking. But all the other players, the major part of the other West, is not watching any YouTube videos at all. Yeah, it's a hard topic. I would say I don't think there was a huge problem though. I have worked as a game-based product manager before, and there are always parts of game that are grindy. The bottom line is it should not be unplayable without grinding. And with EQ, you can still play without maxing or can strategically upgrade them. Yeah. I agree. Thanks for the follow coming in, Mikira. Yeah. I think the problem is that you're getting forced currently to play rank mode, which I personally don't like as well. I think new heroes will need lesser starry hours with ordinary equipment. They can share on the new equipment, epic equipment introduction, plus earn money through skins as well. Also, people wear 4 heroes. Yeah, like adding an additional hero would be like reducing the problem with like having only 4 heroes available for like, you know, ranked attacks. Like Judoslav basically said, make heroes usable for ranked attacks no matter if they upgrade. And obviously if they're introducing heroes, then they would remove that in the long run. Not short term, but long run. They should increase the leak decay timer. Yeah. Leak decay removal would solve all the issues. Would it solve all the issues? That basically means they should launch some common equipments, man. When was the last usable common equipment? The last usable was the minion prince, right? With the Dark Orb. Probably the strongest equipment from the minion prince as well. But the meta pants are usable as well, I would say. Depending on how you're playing your minion prince, right? Yeah, the town hall cap for lowest leagues already. Yeah, like you can't drop below, like, as a town of 18 or 17, you can't drop below 25, right? CC request time is still shit. I don't have time to log in 8 different times a day in multiple accounts. Yeah. Hero as a special item like CC kick, so you can use your hero while it's being upgraded. Could be an option as well, yeah. But then they had like some events where they basically said for, I don't know if it was a week or two or a month. Was it a month? I don't know. But basically upgrade your heroes and you can use them freely. Legendary equipment. That would be insane. My alt could push to legends in 2 day grind previously. Now after dropping to 27 league, it would take me 6. Yeah. So I quit pushing altogether. Yeah. What's on the new equipment? I won't say anything about it. Need a new hero that can go in place of the Warden. Warden 2 OP. The Warden is probably the strongest hero in the game currently, yeah. Just because of the identity with the Fireball. Just because of the Rage Gem, Eternal Tome, Healing Tome, and Life Gem. So basically almost all equipments are so useful for the Warden. It's crazy. I think, guys, there are some nice ideas. I think it's time to end the stream for me. Just because I want to get something done before the match, and then I have the match, and yeah. The multiple account users have one main and all 4 under it. Maybe when I get a senior or something, it transfers to the other accounts. Haha. That's an interesting idea. Gewinnt weiß ich nicht. Mal gucken. Ich bin schon ein bisschen müde. Alright, we can talk a lot about it. I end the stream on YouTube. Thanks for stopping by. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow I will stream probably 4 or 5 hours. We will see. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. See you tomorrow, YouTube. Seid mir ein Team, was euch stoppen soll.